Hello Internet, welcome back to another episode of Pokémon Generation 1. In the last episode, we handled the Petit Cup in Pokémon Stadium, which was a lot easier than Pika Cup in retrospect, but I was expecting it to take longer for some reason. This time, we're going back into the Gym Leader Castle to take on gyms number 5 and 6, but first, we need to register our team as usual. Both of them, even. I'm going to register a new set. For this particular challenge, the first Pokemon I have noted is Sandslash or Nidoking. I think I'm going to go with Nidoking. I prefer the immediate payoff of Earthquake instead of the slightly higher attack and defense of Sandslash. But yeah, either of them are good. I just think Earthquake will get battles done faster, and I don't think it's going to matter too much. We're going up against primarily poison types in this first gym, so even the extra resistance to poison will be nice there. Dugtrio, just a solid, fast option to get Dig off and get some good crits in there as well. Next, my notes say Kadabra or Jolteon. Now, I will acknowledge that Jolteon is good here against one trainer, but it's not going to be a big deal to have Jolteon overall. We will have options to deal with that trainer regardless, so I'm going to bring in Kadabra. Haunter, Psychic, Thunderbolt, Confuse Ray, and Self-Destruct is just an insanely good moveset. Mr. Mime. Like it or not, this is one of the strongest Psychic-type special attackers. Barrier is good for increasing your defense. Counter is situationally helpful. Seismic Toss is a solid 50 damage every time it uses it, and Psychic is just a strong move. Unfortunately, Mr. Mime made the cut this time. And the last option is way up here, Golem. Dig is powerful, and Self-Destruct can be a fun option if we ever have the opportunity to use it without instantly losing, so sure. This last slot is just kind of a throwaway slot. I don't really see Golem seeing much use here, but that's fine. That's our team for Gym 5. But we aren't done yet, because we have to register our team for Gym 6 too. Starting off with Jolteon. We've gone over this moveset, I think. It's just really solid. This is actually almost identical to the moveset that Blue's Jolteon had at the end of Pokemon Yellow, so that should give you an idea of how solid it is. Scyther. Again, just a solid moveset. Wing Attack is an awful move, but it does get stabbed to improve it slightly. Otherwise, Slash and Toxic are a pretty good combo. Slash is a guaranteed crit coming from Scyther, so yeah. Dodrio. Tri-Attack and Fly are strong coming from this thing. Dodrio is pretty much just the definition of a glass cannon, so Reflect won't be too helpful, and neither will Substitute, but it can at least hit hard with the attacks it does have. Articuno. We're getting into the point in the Gym Leader Castle where the legendary birds are going to start seeing some use. They're good to have, especially because they're the only legendaries that are allowed to be used from rentals. Dugtrio, again, we are sort of getting to the part where a lot of the same old rentals are useful the most often, but it's just a solid, fast option with good crit rate and a powerful move on its moveset. And Nidoking as well. Not entirely sure why this made the cut, but Horn Drill could be funny. With that, let's go. Koga. He looks, like, very off-putting for some reason. Standoffish is what I was going for. I'm going to use registered set 5. And let's begin. Biker. Alright. So, Mr. Mime can pretty easily solo this, but I want to bring Haunter just in case he brings Ditto. Also, he does have a cool tent, which, you know, that's just a classic. Also, Zingwee and Fingkoff. This guy's name's actually a rule. Okay. Anyway, Todd It. Okay, the last one we're bringing is Nidoking. I adore this dude's nicknames. Okay.
Here comes the first opponent. An easy victory should be within reach.
That's what he thinks. He's leading with a cool tent. Yeah, I really think Mr. Mime probably just solos this entire fight.
A psychic blast. Whoa, looks like a bad Pokemon choice.
True. Oh, that's pretty much the best thing you could go for against Mr. Mime in your situation, dude, so I am not going to begrudge you using Toxic. A switch into Ditto, maybe?
Oh, it's Grimer.
Okay, so
What now?
I am seeing the vision slightly less now. What is he cooking? I was going with Seismic Toss there to preserve PP, so, I mean, Grimer at least gets a few seconds before it dies instead, but I don't know. This biker may not be the strongest trainer in the game, contrary to popular belief. What's next? Oh, well, he did bring Ditto, so I'd better switch now into Haunter. My plan is a little complicated with Haunter, but it's fine. So I want to switch into Haunter to guarantee that Ditto will transform into Haunter. We are speed tied now, and Ditto has a higher HP stat, so we aren't guaranteed to be able to knock out using Haunter, which is why I'm going to switch back out into Mr. Mime, because Thunderbolt won't do much to Mr. Mime, hopefully. Psychic won't do much to Mr. Mime. The scariest thing Ditto can really do is confuse right here.
Will it be okay?
Will it be okay? That's one of my favorite lines from the announcer. I love when he's just genuinely worried for Pokemon that are poisoned. Which, to be fair, yeah, that's like a reasonable thing to be concerned about, but... Okay. Interesting move that didn't knock out. And I don't take toxic damage because you just ended the turn instantly, so... I'll take it. What was the plan there? I figure that was probably like a damage roll and he just saw an opportunity to kill Mr. Mime, but the fact that he didn't just made that a little bit goofier than I think the game intended for it to be. Alright. You know what, Mr. Mime? At least you don't look as creepy as you did in Red and Blue. Still look creepy, not as creepy, so... Let's move on. Tamer. So the gimmick for this trainer is that all of his Pokemon know moves with a high critical hit rate, along with another move to stall out your team. They all only know 2 moves, which... will ignore the fact that he's cheating if you don't count trading to Generation 2, which wasn't an option when this game came out. Also, his Machoke is named Chokma. Anyway, we are going to bring Haunter, Dugtrio, and Kadabra.
Here's the second adversary. The challenger needs to stay calm to earn victory.
Lurking. Alright, we're just gonna go with Thunderbolt. Haunter has options to deal with pretty much this guy's entire team just because of the diversity that having Psychic and Thunderbolt gives to any Pokemon. So, yeah. Down already, true.
This is a wild one from the word go.
Sort of just getting a rehash of what made Gaster such a powerful team member throughout Red and Blue. Ivysaur, we have Psychic to deal with that.
3-2. This battle is still up in the air.
No, it's not. We got the special drop too. It didn't kill, but like... that is the most insulting thing we could do instead, so I'll take it. I mean, I guess we could have gotten a crit and a special drop, and then it would have been even more... it would have been embarrassing at that point, but... I'll take just the special drop. Oh, we got the crit the next turn. Okay, well that works for me. Every time the announcer says, Psychic Blast! It reminds me of a video by Louis Zong called Pokemon Stadium Announcer Rap, or something along those lines, where he takes various voice lines and then puts them to the, like, funkiest beat. And it's just... it's a silly video, and I really enjoy it. I'll put it in the description if I get a reminder to do so. It's a very funny little video. That was an impressive move, Chokma. You know, I'm glad you brought Chokma. I'm glad enough that I'm just gonna explode on this turn. Also, why is Haunter so much bigger than Chokma? What in God... Oh, okay, well the crit was not necessary, Haunter. That's just insulting. Haunter really said Chokma balls. You can see the awkward seam where those two textures connect. Alright, we're having a hard time here so far, if you couldn't tell. Juggler. So this team looks terrifying. However, only his Abra has a move with base power higher than 65. I'm thinking... Doug Trio. My notes say to bring Nidoking, but that seems like an awful idea. Like, some of these have Psybeam, which is not a bad move. I need to, like, know what my movesets are, I think. I'm gonna bring Doug Trio Golem. And, yeah, if you couldn't tell, this is the battle that Jolteon is good for Pin Missile, but... I'm just gonna bring Haunter. Yeah, Abra is the only Pokemon he has with a move that has base power higher than 65, so it should be fine. I love Mr. Hyphen Mime. That's awesome. Okay, we're just gonna spam Dig as long as Doug Trio is on the field. There's no getting around that. That is how you use Doug Trio in this game, in rentals at least.
They're both being cautious here.
They are. But will it pay off?
There's the attack.
The answer is yes, because that was a critical hit, which means that is a one-shot.
Taken down with one hit.
That's what I just said, but in slightly less enthusiastic words, I will give you that, Mr. Ted Lewis.
Oh, it's Drowsy.
Alright. Drowsy.
How will the type difference affect that?
I don't think it will, because I'm just going to keep spamming Dig, and I don't think any of his Pokemon are fast enough to stop me.
It's burrowed underground again.
Like, maybe I speed tie... Okay, so if all of his Pokemon are just going to use Mimic, then that sort of makes this battle have no tension whatsoever. Because you can't Mimic the first turn of Dig, and I keep getting crits, so you just get knocked out the next turn. So... I appreciate the gimmick, man, but it's not working out for you, and I think you need to see that before you just lose.
Oh, it's Kadabra.
Didn't even bring his strongest Pokemon, and if this thing uses Mimic again, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Count is 3-1. The battle has become one-sided.
Okay, we're faster anyway.
The underground attack continues.
Substitute. Okay.
Created a substitute.
That's actually a solid move against Dig, because that guarantees you get at least one turn to do damage. So I'll give him that.
The substitute disappears.
And he's using it to use Psywave.
Oh, the attack. The intense battle.
Oh, dude. And now that I know you're using Substitute, I'm just gonna go for Rock Slide.
There it goes.
And we get another crit! Oh.
Is it down and out?
This dude's so pissed off after that one.
And there
I can't blame him, man. Oh, that's so silly. Yeah, as you can see, Jolteon isn't really necessary here. It would have been nice to get, like, a few crit pin missiles to win it faster, but whatever. Dugtrio had that under control. Last but not least, Koga. Koga actually has a gimmick that he sticks to instead of just lying in dialogue before the battle like he did in Red, Blue, and Yellow. His Pokemon will focus on lowering your Pokemon's accuracy along with putting them to sleep and poisoning them. We are going to bring Kadabra and Haunter. And I think Nidoking is a good third pick.
The next battle is versus Koga, the Fuchsia Gym Leader and the Master of Poison Pokemon. Can the challenger do anything about the effects of poison?
We'll see. Weezing is a poison type, knowing the moves Sludge, Fire Blast, Smokescreen, and Thunderbolt. We're just gonna go for Psybeam right off the bat. This thing can explode. If it could, I would have just switched into Haunter, because that would have been a bit silly, but... Another crit. I'm getting this idea in my head that today is a good luck day for me, and it was a good idea to record. Maybe. Okay, Venomoth is a bug poison type. Know the moves Mega Drain, Double Edge, Sleep Powder, and Psybeam. We can use Psybeam too. And this thing's probably going for Sleep Powder, and then it's just gonna spam Double Edge, which is just gonna... Okay, another crit? Literally. If I couldn't just, like, zoom out to show the NSO border, I would not blame you for thinking I'm cheating today. This is going crazy.
The remaining Pokemon count is 3-1. The battle has become one-sided.
Thanks for pointing out the obvious, man. Nidorino is a poison type, known the moves Toxic, Bubble Beam, Fury Attack, and Thunderbolt. His other Pokemon are Nidorina, poison type, known the moves Double Kick, Toxic, Thunder, and Ice Beam. Muck, poison type, known the moves Sludge, Hyper Beam, Minimize, and Poison Gas. And Venonat, bug poison type, known the moves Stun Spore, Mega Drain, Supersonic, and Psychic. So, it's basically a worse version of the Venomoth that we already saw. We're just gonna go Psybeam again. If this is another critical hit, then... oh dear. Okay, it's not a crit. Or a one-shot, okay.
What's that?
Oh, he hit all 5 times. That might knock out.
The bear hit.
Nope, not even close.
What a furious battle.
Alright, well, if I could explode here, I would, but I'm just gonna use Seismic Toss. Or Seismic Toss, as he thinks it's pronounced.
Oh, is it down and out? That's it. Stay clear.
I think Ash pronounces it Seismic Toss too, though, so it's fine. Alright. Well, that was certainly a gym. Sure. We have now opened Sabrina's tower, so... on to the Saffron Gym, I guess. Using registered set number 6. Starting off with Cueball, whose team looks very weak to Psychic, and I'm wondering why I didn't bring Haunter now, because Haunter could have just killed everything here in one hit, I think. My notes say Dodrio, Jolteon, and Articuno, and I am compelled to agree with that.
Here's the first opponent of this gym series. A decisive victory is expected.
Alright, starting me off with the good type matchup here. I really love the way that this gym looks, with like the mostly transparent like battlefield and like the Pokeball in the center being the only part that's not like made out of light from what it looks like. Also, I love the implication that the way Dodrio flies is just by kicking its legs. That's just very goofy, and I love it a lot. Another crit. Come on. I haven't even been recording for 30 minutes, and I'm already on to the second gym. I don't need more crits. Dugong. Okay, well... I don't know, but so far this is shaping up properly to be a good victory for me. As long as Jolteon hits with Thunder, but in the past, Jolteon has not had a problem with that, so we'll see.
What now? A decent hit.
That's decent. It's a decent hit. This guy's Pokemon nicknames are what my nicknames would be if I was doing this Let's Play on the Winter VA channel. They're just all lowercase. Oh my god, am I fighting Sans?
It's building energy for the next attack.
I am! It did nothing with its turn! Oh my god, it's Sans Undertale! Oh. Oh no, this rules. Yeah, you really needed to hit twice there, I agree, Jolteon. Oh. That rules. Rhyhorn. Alright. I think it's a safe assumption that this thing is going for either Earthquake or Dig. Either way, Articuno is a good switch.
The Pokémon returns to its Pokéball.
True. It looks like I brought, like, pretty much the perfect setup for this, so maybe my notes were onto something. It is going for Earthquake. Now, I think Articuno's only ice move is Blizzard. I don't think it has Ice Beam. It does have Ice Beam. Okay. I'm like one of the only people in the world, I think, that prefers Ice Beam to Blizzard in Gen 1. Like, I like Blizzard being overpowered and all, but I still prefer Ice Beam in all situations. I like accuracy in my Pokemon. There we go. Sans is dead. He even kind of looks like Sans after surviving. He's Sass. Okay. I'm gonna try to stop thinking about that guy being Sans now. Burglar. Oh, this team looks so weak to ground. Okay, Nidoking, Dugtrio, and then Articuno just for potential freezes with Ice Beam in the case that it's somehow the last Pokemon. Yes, we will. We'll need a very strong effort of spamming the Earthquake button. That was not what I just pressed. I just pressed the X button. I'm using double kick.
Here's the first move. A decent hit.
Alright, I'm giving him a fighting chance.
It's burrowed underground.
Simply incredible.
Furious battle.
Well, Earthquake actually can't hit Pokemon using Dig in this gen, so I'm actually switching into Articuno, just to avoid Nidoking taking damage.
Here's a Pokemon thing.
Like, Ice is neutral to Fire in Gen 1, so we can just use Ice Beam and knock out, and I know it will knock out coming from Articuno, so...
What now? Oh, the attack missed!
Yeah.
Will this Pokemon swap change the flow of battle?
No, it won't.
What's that? Severe hit!
It is a little unfortunate switching into Articuno so early, though. I was sort of hoping for Articuno to be, like, the last resort. And now we already have Articuno in, so it's a little too dangerous to switch into other things. Charmalar. I like that name. That's a good name. I'm used to Articuno having Substitute, because in other formats where I typically use Articuno as a rental, it does. But nope, we have Mimic instead. And we nailed the weak spot, and Charmeleon is dead. You know, it turns out switching really did not affect the flow of battle, because there is a difference in the number of remaining Pokemon.
Oh, it's Vulpix.
This will change the flow of battle, though.
Remaining Pokemon count is 3-1.
Yeah, but
It has become one-sided.
it hasn't become one-sided. Vulpix is gonna sweep Announcer. Hold on. Watch it. Let him cook. The flamethrower. He's cooking with a flamethrower. It's that one video that I watched that one time, and I can't remember who it was by. Where they cooked with a flamethrower. That sounds like a Ted Nivison video, but he's more of making pizza as a pirate and that sort of thing. The hook hand. Making a cake with gardening tools. I don't know, man. Whatever. We win. Alright, one more trainer here. Medium. Alright. So Ghastly and Haunter both have Psychic. I don't think her Gengar does. The whole theme of her team is that all of her Pokemon will always prioritize confusing your Pokemon, so it's a bit annoying in that way. Again, I'm questioning not bringing Haunter. I think I probably would have rather brought Haunter than Scyther, because I don't think Scyther is going to end up being used at all at this rate. Okay, I'm going to take Jolteon, Articuno. I'm between Nidoking and Dugtrio. I think I'm going to take Nidoking for the higher attack stat.
Here's the third trainer battle with only the gym leader left after this. What kind of battle can we expect to see?
I don't know, but let's hope it's one that isn't particularly annoying, because I know this thing's going for Confuse Ray right away. That's why I led Jolteon, just because Jolteon is so fast, and we've been getting crits so frequently, and I knew that was going to be a critical hit, because why wouldn't it be? Why are you not prioritizing confusing me?
It opted to slowly damage the opponent.
Yeah, but why? Why did it opt to do that? That's what I'm wondering, Mr. Announcer, sir. You're gonna finish it with Pin Missile to not risk the accuracy of Thunder? Okay, never mind. I forgot that would be neutral because it's a Ghost type. I was also sort of hoping to hit more than 3 times, and now it's going for the Confuse Ray. Okay. Well, Jolteon is sort of getting his ass kicked here right off the bat, so I'm gonna switch out. I just don't want to deal with that confusion. Although I know it's gonna confuse first thing as soon as I switch, but that's fine. At least you can't poison Nidoking. Oh, you're switching too. Okay. Oh boy. Well, my notes specifically say to keep Nidoking out of the way of Ghastly and Haunter's Psychic, so I'm switching into Articuno.
Another Pokemon chain.
If I switched again, I'm pretty sure the announcer would say, "It's a revolving door of Pokemon!" And that's very funny to me. But we aren't going to switch again. We are going to go for Ice Beam, predictably. It is faster. Ah. If it got the special drop there, that would have been very cool. Very cool in the sense of, like, Clavier Gavin calling Apollo Justice very cool. Where, like, I'd be losing, but, like, I couldn't even be mad about it, because it's just kind of neat, you know? You still have a chance, Haunter. Yes! That is very cool. But do we freeze in return? We do not. Okay. This battle is definitely going the poorest out of any of the battles so far today. And a crit. Articuno was not what I was expecting the first fatality in this battle to be. I'm gonna be completely real. Like, I didn't expect to get through every battle in this gym unscathed. I knew this one would be annoying, but Okay, I'm not gonna risk Pin Missile not killing here. Alright, we're not gonna take poison damage because the turn ends after you knock out a Pokemon. Ghastly. She really brought both of them. All three of them, even. She brought all three of this generation's ghost types. Come on, hit. Yeah, critical hit. You love to see it. There we go. We're really stalling out the clock on that Toxic. We are not taking damage from that.
There's nothing left in reserve. Ow, this one's ready to drop.
I sure hope so, because it's about to.
2-1. The tense battle continues.
There we go.
Yeah, it's a hit. Wow.
That was a little harder than the other ones, but still, that battle went very well.
And there goes the...
I was expecting a lot more confusion than I ended up getting. We're on to the last fight. Sabrina. Jolteon's Pin Missile is good here. Articuno has Bulk. Scyther Slash is powerful against Pokemon with low defense. That's my thought process. We'll see if it works out. After I make a suspend point, because I'm actually not completely confident in my ability to win this fight.
The challenger faces Sabrina, the Saffron Gym Leader and the mistress of Psychic Pokémon. Try not to get strangled by Psychic Attack.
Exeggutor is a Grass Psychic type known to moves Leech Seed, Psywave, Toxic, and Mega Drain. That moveset is kind of awful. I'm just gonna go for Pin Missile right off the bat. It's 4 times super effective. If I can hit more than twice, it'll do good damage. Well, I was hoping for more than 3 times too, but that's fine. That's still half its health. It's going for Toxic right away. I really didn't expect anything different, but at least it missed. I'll take Toxic missing. Let's just go Pin Missile again.
What now?
Okay, well, that's fair, I guess.
What's that?
Yep, we're just trading the effects of our moves this turn.
Neither one is conceding an inch.
Jolteon has sort of conceded an inch by getting badly poisoned, but I get what you're going for. Okay, Jolteon, if you're only gonna hit twice, you're gonna have to get a crit. That's just how it works. Because now we're Toxic and Leech Seeded. And that's a little annoying. We're gonna have to switch out after knocking out this thing, because Jolteon is sort of getting his ass kicked in the quote retweets right now. Only hitting twice again, because it knocked out. Never mind. I was about to criticize Jolteon more, but that would be unfair.
What will the next Pokemon be?
I don't know. That's for you to know and me to find out.
Oh, it's Alakazam.
Oh boy. Alakazam is a Psychic type, known to move Psybeam, Dig, Disable, and Toxic. This thing's moveset is kind of brutal, but I'm expecting it to go for Dig. Okay.
They're staring each other down.
I'm gonna use Toxic, because I know I'm faster. Hear me out on this one. Because we are taking damage just to do this, but I'm cooking. I just want to see what it's doing. Digging. Okay. Alakazam's attack stat is awful, so I wouldn't really be worried about that anyway, but I just wanted to know for sure if I'd have a safe switch into Scyther or Articuno. I do have a safe switch into Scyther or Articuno, and I think I'm going to switch into Scyther.
Here's a Pokemon
Dig doesn't affect either of them because Scyther's part flying, and Articuno is flying too.
What's that?
Alright.
That's a miss.
First time really seeing a Scyther do anything in this Let's Play. We're just gonna spam Slash. That's what Scyther sort of does best.
The Pokemon returns
Okay.
to the Pokeball. Oh, it's Jinx.
Jinx.
There's the attack. Nail the weak
Okay, we do have guaranteed crits, and that almost knocked out.
How will the SWAT
Damn,
Pokemon
Scyther.
fight?
That's even better than I thought you would do. And we're faster, so we just knock out next turn. Okay.
It's a hit. Oh, it's down.
Maybe I should have just led with Scyther. Jinx was an Ice Psychic type, knowing the moves Lovely Kiss, Bubble Beam, Ice Punch, and Psywave. I'm sorry for the render being used on the thing having its original coloration. I just don't have a render of it with the purple skin.
Will it be over?
Otherwise, Hypno is a Psychic type, known the moves Hypnosis, Mega Punch, Dream Eater, and Confusion. Mr. Mime is a Psychic type, known the moves Double Slap, Solar Beam, Psychic, and Thunder Wave. And Kadabra is a Psychic type, known the moves Disable, Seismic Toss, Psychic, and Reflect. Let's just go for Slash here. It is faster, but
What's this?
that's not gonna knock out. It did a lot, but it didn't knock out. We already have some damage on Alakazam. I think Slash just knocks out.
Powerful strike.
Okay.
Head-on collision.
Okay.
Power versus
Well,
power.
it's not knocking out Articuno, so
Oh,
GG.
change of
It's just gonna go for Psybeam again, and it's going to faint.
Oh, it's Articuno.
That was a good fight, though. That actually felt like a solid challenge, without being, like, unfair. I had to think a little bit, and that's as much thinking as I like to do in my Pokemon battles.
Is it down and out?
Alright.
That's it! Stay clear!
Saffron Gym battle clear. We received the key from Sabrina and opened Blaine's Sabrina is funny, but Sabrina and opened Blaine's Tower, which we aren't going to be doing. Next time on Pokemon Generation 1, we take on the Poké Cup, one of the two particularly painful game modes in Stadium mode. See you guys then.